Today our topic is ionic bond. For the formation of ionic bond, there are some conditions arise. Ionic bonds are formed of metals and non-metals with very different electronegativity. Ionic bonds are formed by transfer of electrons. Ionic bonds are formed produce charged ion all states. Conductors have high melting point. For example, sodium chloride, calcium chloride, potassium oxide, magnesium oxide. All these are example of ionic bonds. You can see in a figure electrostatic force of attraction between the molecules for formation of ionic bond. Sodium and chlorine. Sodium forms cation or chlorine forms anion. You also see in a figure chlorine take one electron like thief dog from sodium, and sodium give one electron to the chlorine for the formation of ionic bond. Then you can see in a figure ionic bond. Ionic bond, electron from sodium is transferred to the chlorine. Is causes a charge imbalance in each atom, and sodium become positive ions, positive charge, and chlorine become negative charged particles or ions. You can see in a figure the formation of an ionic bond, sodium and chlorine. The number of valence electron in a sodium or chlorine, one electron move to the chlorine, transferred to the chlorine and form the ions, and anions. Or then this is formation of ionic bond because the transfer of electron sodium to chlorine. But in another example you see the chlorine molecules. In this structure the sharing of a pair electrons and the formation of molecules. This is the formation of covalent bond, and you can see the definition of covalent bond. Covalent bond are formed by the sharing of electrons, and the condition for the formation of covalent bond. First condition, between non-metallic elements of similar electronegativity. Second, formation by sharing electron pairs. Third, stable non-ionizing particles. They are not conductor at any state. Example, oxygen, carbon dioxide, ethane. All these are examples of water. You can see in a figure there are the formed by the sharing of pair electrons. These are forms covalent bond. You can see in a figure more example of the covalent bond like O2. In a O2 oxygen molecules there are the share two electrons and for the complete their octet. Why the share electron? For the complete the octet, for the gain inert gas configuration, for the establishment. Just like nitrogen. You can see another example of nitrogen. In nitrogen there are the 3 electrons. 3 triple bonds are formed by the 3 pair electrons. Yani 3 electrons are sharing to each other. Okay. Then you can see the differences between the ionic bond and covalent bond. Ionic bond and covalent bond. Ionic bond also formed by the transfer of electron from their valence shell, and covalent bond are formed by the sharing of electrons. Or ionic bond, through the ionic bond ions are formed. Ions are formed.